Hi, today we're going to get started in reclined bound angle. So you'll come to lying on your back. Press the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall out wide. The palms can face up by the sides of the body. Or perhaps you bring the hands to the belly as you bring awareness to the breath. Breathe in and out through the nose. Either find a soft gaze towards the ceiling or gently close the windows of the eyes as you're ready. You may feel a slight sensation of the hips opening here. I invite you to begin your practice with a body scan. Notice where any tension may be, but also notice any spots that feel good and open. Throughout this practice, I invite you to check in with how you're feeling in each pose, whether that's something physical or maybe something emotional that comes up. If you like to set your own intention for your practice, we'll take another moment here. On your next inhale, bring the knees in towards the chest. Exhale, let the knees fall to the left for a gentle supine spinal twist. Tee out the arms, and if comfortable for the neck, perhaps you gaze to the right. The shoulders are glued to the mat, they're not lifted. Begin to wring out any knots or tension in the back. Inhale to center. Exhale, let the knees fall to the right and maybe look to the left. Inhale, center. Place the left foot onto the mat. Cross the right leg over the left thigh for a figure four. Flex the right foot. You can stay right here, or if you'd like to take it further, on your next inhale, reach behind the left thigh. Bring the legs towards the chest. If the right elbow connects with the right thigh, perhaps you nudge it out. You may notice a deeper sensation of the hips opening here. On your next exhale, gently unwind. Begin to switch sides. Left leg crosses over the right. Flex the left foot. If you did so on the other side, on your next inhale, reach behind the right thigh. Bring the legs to the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring both knees to the chest. Gently rock side to side. Wake up the low back. Maybe draw some circles on the ceiling with the knees. On your next exhale, roll onto whichever side is your favorite. You can use the lower arm as a little pillow. Inhale, use the upper arm to push up into a comfortable seated position. You can cross the legs or extend them out long in front of you. You choose what's most comfortable. Let the hands rest on the thighs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Feel the left side body begin to open. The fingertips may graze the mat, or perhaps you bring the palm all the way down to the ground. Stay with your breath in and out through the nose. On your next inhale, come back through to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Feel the right side body begin to open. Inhale to center. Exhale, bring the hands through to heart center. Inhale, extended child's pose. Bring the knees out wide. Big toes to touch. Extend the arms forward as you lower the head to the mat and let the hips sink close to the heels. Know that child's pose is available to you anytime throughout this practice. I'll be offering some modifications, but you know your body better than anyone else. If the pose causes any pain, please back out of it. Engage your Ujjayi breath. Find a slight constriction in the back of the throat. As you exhale out through the nose, you can think of the sound as fogging up a mirror. Engage the bandhas. Pull the low abs up and in. A few more breaths here in this pose. Inhale to tabletop position. Stack the shoulders above the wrist, hips above the knees. Press the palms flat into the mat, fingers spread wide. If this is uncomfortable for the wrist, you can always create this with the hands. Gently tap the tops of the feet into the mat. Lift and rotate at the ankles, both directions. Return the feet to the mat. Inhale, cow, drop the belly, lift the gaze and tailbone. Exhale, cat. Hug the navel to the spine as you lower the tailbone and gaze. Inhale, cow, come forward. Exhale, cat. Start to flow these two poses at your own breath. Maybe you linger in one longer than the other. Take any playful movements here that are calling to you. Perhaps some barrel rolls each direction. Maybe take some hip sways. Notice the sensation of the spine as it warms up and prepares to flow. Return to a neutral tabletop position. Inhale, extend the right leg long, point the toes and hips down to the mat. Exhale, release back to tabletop. Inhale, extend the left leg, point the toes and hips down. Feel the stretch. Exhale, unwind. Inhale the right leg, and as you're ready, the left arm for balancing table. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg, and this time, the right arm. Exhale, unwind. Inhale the right leg. Bend at the knee, point the toes. Pulse the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg long. Bend at the knee, point the toes. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, right leg long. Bend at the knee. Bring the right hand towards the center of the mat as you twist open to the left for a quad stretch. Reach back to catch her at the pinky edge side of the foot with the left hand, thumb with fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick the foot into the hand. One more breath here. Gently begin to release. Exhale to tabletop. Inhale the left leg. Bend at the knee, point the toes. Bring the left hand to the center of the mat. Twist open to the right. Capture the pinky edge side of the foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick the foot into the hand. On your next exhale, make your way back to tabletop. Take a couple hip sways here, any cat-cows. Return to neutral tabletop position. Move the hands forward, one palm at a time. Tuck the back toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let the head hang heavy as you begin to walk your dog, bending one leg while straightening the other. Maybe drop one shoulder down towards the mat, then the other, just a slight rotation of the torso. On your next inhale, rise onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, push the heels towards the mat, tailbone into the air. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, baby step your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, ragdoll. Find a generous bend in the knee. Let the head hang heavy. The arms can hang heavy, or maybe bring the fingertips to the crooks of the elbows. You can take some yeses and nos with the neck, or let the torso sway side to side. Release the hands back down towards the mat. Hug the navel to the spine. Inhale, slowly rise. The neck is the last to lift. Exhale, standing at attention. Bring the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Check that the feet are about hip width distance apart, and you can always measure this by placing 2 fists between the feet. We give the toes a little wiggle onto the balls of the feet. Place the 4 corners of the feet onto the mat. Bend at the knees, just a slight micro bend. Engage the abs. Inhale, extended mountain pose, reach up through the arms. Turn the pinky slightly in towards each other. And begin to find a steeple grip here. Taking tiny side bends left and right. Coming back to the side bodies. If it's in your practice, you can take a baby back bend here. Return to neutral mountain pose. Release the hands. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. Standing forward, fold. Let the head and arms hang heavy. The fingertips may graze the mat, or maybe the palms come all the way onto the mat. Inhale, standing half lift. Bring the spine parallel to the mat like a figure 7. The hands can rest on the shins or thighs. Elbows are tied to the sides, shoulder blades together. Keep the gaze forward at the mat. Exhale to high plank. Bring the hands down and step the feet one at a time back. Hinge back and forth from the toes. Re-engage the abs if needed. From high plank, hinge forward, lower to the knees, flip to the tops of the feet. With control, come to the belly, let the chin rest on the mat for a moment. The hands will be just underneath the heads of the shoulders, elbows tight to the sides. Press through the tops of the feet to create in the knees and thighs. Inhale, baby cobra. Little to no weight in the hands as you lift the chest from the mat. Exhale to downward facing dog. The series of movements from high plank to down dog is our chaturanga. You can always come straight back to down dog, take any modifications. Okay, this is chaturanga from here on out, so you can take this at your own pace. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, find that figure 7 shape. Exhale, forward fold, let the head and arms be heavy. Inhale, extended mountain pose, reach up through the arms. Lightly grab the left wrist with the right hand. Exhale, side bend to the right, push the hips to the left. The biceps frame the ears. Check in with your breath. Breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale, center, switch the hands. Exhale, side bend to the left, hips to the right. As the body has warmed up, you may notice the bends have become deeper. Inhale, center, release the hands. Exhale, standing forward, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Make your way through from high plank to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bend to the right, hips go to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left, hips to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. We'll meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, hop or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, find your yogi seat. Think about squeezing the thighs in towards each other. Check that the knees don't come forward at the toes. Palms face in towards each other. Keep the gaze forward. Bring the hands through to heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. The left foot will turn parallel to the back edge of the mat. The hips are on the same train tracks. Push through the pinky edge sides of the feet. Bring the arms parallel to the mat. If it's comfortable for the neck, you can gaze down the middle finger of the front hand. Lean the torso forward. On your next exhale, extended side angle. The right arm will come down as the left arm comes up. And I like to swing my arm forward like this because I have a little bit of tightness in the shoulders. And then I'm taking a modified version here. So I'm letting my right arm rest on my thigh. If you'd like to come down further, you can always use a block or a pillow here to rest the fingertips on. Or maybe you come all the way down towards the mat. Check that the side bodies stay engaged. One more breath here. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Left palm to the back leg as the right arm comes up. Check the lunge in the front leg. And if it's in your practice, you can always bring that lower arm for a half bind behind the back. The fingertips may graze the side body. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step the foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Turn that right foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. The hips are square to the side of the mat. Turn the palms to face up and then back over, bringing the shoulder blades closer together. Tilt the torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. The right arm comes up as the left arm is down. Grab any props you may need. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Right palm to the back leg, left arm is up. And if you took that bind on the other side, go ahead and take it here. Check your lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Maybe you sink a little deeper this time. Stay with your breath. Keep the core engaged. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Check in with your breath. Notice how you're feeling here. Lean the torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm's up, right arm down. Inhale, warrior two. Make sure you're pressing through the pinky edges of the feet. Exhale, reverse warrior. Check your lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Turn the palms to face up and back over. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the big toes to touch or fully zip up the feet and legs. Inhale, chair. Exhale, the hands to heart center. Inhale, slightly hinge forward. Exhale, revolve chair. Left elbow hooks the right thigh. Check that the left knee doesn't come forward to the right. Stack the shoulders and wrist. You can also take an open arm twist here. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back through to center. Exhale, revolve chair to the left. Right elbow hooks the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Step the feet hip-width distance apart. Exhale, gorilla pose. You can either bring the palms underneath the feet, face up so the toes connect with the wrists, or grab the big toes with the peace fingers. Let the head hang heavy. Give me as much of a bend in the knees as needed. Release the hands from the feet. Inhale, half lift. Bring the hands into prayer position. Turn the toes to point out towards the edges of the mat. Heels in towards each other. Exhale, squatted frog, Malasana pose. Your heels may be lifted or they may come fully onto the mat. Elbows can rest on the insides of the thighs or just to the top. Lengthen through the spine. Or you can either hang out here in squatted frog pose, grab a sip of water, whatever you need to do. I will demonstrate crow here. So I'm going to bring my hands out in front of me from squatted frog and place them onto the mat. And you can either create a shelf with the arms for the legs to rest on, or if you have tight hips, you can bring the legs to the outsides of the arms and begin to hinge back and forth. Keep the gaze forward at the mat, and as you're ready, you can play with lifting one foot, then the other. And when you're ready, play with lifting both feet. Bring the big toes to touch. So another option here is placing a block just underneath the feet or a block underneath the head. And as you're ready, begin to take your chaturanga, high plank, through down dog. Inhale, crescent lunge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to lift the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Getting a little ahead of myself today. Inhale, crescent lunge. Back heel is lifted, the hips are square to the front of the mat. Find the lunge in the right leg. Reach up through the arms. Exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge forward. On your exhale, you can either take an open arm twist to the right, or for revolved crescent lunge, stack the shoulders and wrist as the left elbow hooks the right thigh. Think about squeezing thighs in towards each other. You can always bring that left knee down and flip to the top of the foot for a modified version. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. One more breath here. If you brought the knee down, you can always put a blanket underneath for extra support. On your next inhale, bring that left knee down and bring the hands to the inside of the foot. Exhale, runner's lunge, toe heel out the right foot so it comes out and up. You stay pressed up on the palms here, or maybe you bring the forearms down to another object or all the way onto the mat. Check in with your breath. Notice how you're feeling now compared to the beginning of class. We will be here for just a moment. If this causes any pain or becomes uncomfortable, please back out. We're here for one more moment. Breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale, push up onto the palms. Bring the left hand to the center of the mat. Turn to the right. You can either keep this left knee down for a modified side plank or extend both legs long. Point the toes of the right foot towards the edges of the mat. Push up through the hips. Reach up through the right arm. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Back heel lifted, find the lunge in the left leg. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge forward. And if you did this on the other side, you can bring the back knee down. Twist open to the left with the arms, or take that revolved crescent lunge, hooking the right elbow to the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, go ahead and bring the right knee down if it isn't already, and bring the hands to the inside of the foot. Exhale, runner's lunge, toe heel out that left foot. You choose your path with the arms. If you set an intention for your practice, maybe you come back to that. We're here for one more moment. On your next inhale, push up onto the palms. Bring the right hand to the center of the mat. Turn to the left. Inhale for side plank. Push up through the hips. Reach up through the left arm. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring the right leg through. The right knee will come to the outside of the right wrist. Look past the right shoulder, straighten the left leg and foot if needed. Come back through to center. Inhale, slightly rise onto the fingertips, or you can reach up through the arms. Exhale, release to the mat. Grab any props you may need. Perhaps it's a blanket underneath the left knee. You can use a pillow or a block or a blanket underneath the right hip. The forehead can rest on the mat, or maybe you create a pillow with the forearms. Check that you're not leaning more to the left or more to the right. The body is neutral. We will be in this posture for a moment, so if this does become uncomfortable or cause any pain, you can take that figure 4 from the beginning of class or come to child's pose. If you'd like to add in a quad stretch, begin to press up onto the palms. Otherwise, you can stay in half pigeon. If you put anything underneath your hip, you may want to remove it. Bring the left hand to the center of the mat. Bend at the left knee. On your inhale, you'll twist open to the right. Reach back with the right hand to capture the pinky edge side of the foot, thumb with finger. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick the foot towards the hand. And gently begin to release. Stay pressed up onto the palms as you return to the front. If you stayed in half pigeon, on your next inhale, push up onto the palms. Tuck the back toes under. On your next exhale, kick into a 3-legged down dog, shake it out. And you take some circles with the knee here. They can be small or as big as you'd like. You can also bring the knee towards the nose. Take any movements that are calling to you. Begin to return to neutral down dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring the left knee to the outside of the left wrist. Look past the left shoulder, straighten the right leg and foot. Come back through to center. Inhale, either rise onto the fingertips or reach up through the arms. Exhale, come down to the mat, grab any props you may need. Check that you're not leaning more to the left or more to the right. And you may notice a difference between the two sides, and that's okay. Stay with your breath. If you did so on the other side, I'd like to take that quad stretch, begin to press up onto the palms, remove any props from the hip. Bring the right hand to the center of the mat, bend at the right knee. Inhale, twist open to the left, capture the pinky edge side of the foot, thumb with fingers. Kick the foot into the hand. Inhale, into exhale. Gently begin to release. Come back to the front. If you stayed in half pigeon on your next inhale, push up onto the palms. Tuck the back toes under. Exhale, kick into your three-legged down dog. Take whatever movements you took on the other side here. Return to neutral down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step through to a seated position. Bring the soles of the feet out in front of you. Press them into the mat. Zip up the feet and legs, palms behind the thighs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, boat pose. Lift the heels as you roll into the sits bones. And if it's in your practice, you can extend the arms, legs, or both. You can either hang out here or bring the heels down to the mat. If you'd like to add in some Russian twist, bring the hands to heart center and begin to twist left and right. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Stay with your breath and keep the core engaged. We're here for just one more moment. Begin to return to center. Release. Make your way down to lying on the belly. We'll set up for a baby cobra. Let the chin rest on the mat for a moment. The hands under the heads of the shoulders, elbows tight to the sides. Press through the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the chest from the mat. And maybe you play with hovering the hands here. Exhale, release, lift the left cheek onto the mat. Arms can come long to the sides for a little belly shavasana. Bring the chin back to the mat. Bend at the knees. Inhale, floor bow. Reach back to capture the pinky edge sides of the feet. Thumb with fingers. You can always use a blanket, a scarf, or a strap here. Think about squeezing the knees in towards each other. Inhale, come onto the soft part of the belly. Exhale, kick the feet into the hands. You'll look like you're in a teardrop type shape, and you may hinge back and forth here as you breathe in and out through the nose. Exhale, unwind. Bring the right cheek to the mat for your belly Shavasana. If any tension built up in the low back, you can bend at the knees and windshield wiper the legs left and right. Release the legs long. Bring the chin back to the mat, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, push up into tabletop position and make your way to standing on the knees. We can always use a blanket for extra protection here. The knees will be about hip width distance from each other. Place the hands to the low back. Fingertips can point down, up, or maybe you create a fist with the hand. On your next exhale, camel pose. Push the hips forward. If a full camel's in your practice, you can come back down towards the heels. Keep the neck neutral as you gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep pushing the hips forward. On your next inhale, gently make your way back up. And let the tailbone come down to the heels for a moment. Take a deep breath. Big heart opener. As you're ready, make your way to sitting on the tailbone. Extend the legs out long in front of you. You're going to be as much of a bend in the knees as needed. Flex the feet. Inhale, reach up through the arms. So keep the spine straight as you exhale to a forward fold. We'll start with this active stretch. From the active stretch, you can begin to make your way into a passive one, tucking the chin in towards the chest as you round through the back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, kick the left leg out to the side. Bring the right foot to the left thigh. You may slightly wiggle open to the left. Inhale, reach up through the arms. Exhale, forward fold. You can make this as active or as passive as you'd like. Active, keeping the spine straight. Passive, rounding through the back. The forehead may even come to rest on the knee. Check that the shoulders are level either way. So whether you took active or passive, check that they're level. One more breath here. On your next inhale, rise up. Exhale, kick the right leg out to the side. Left foot to the right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Check the shoulders on this side. Inhale, rise up. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Let the knees come out wide for a mega pose. If it's in your practice, you can bring the forehead down towards the feet. Inhale, rise. Extend the legs out long. Bring the hands to press together in front of the chest. Exhale with control, come to lying on the back. Inhale the knees to the chest. Exhale, happy baby. The knees will come out wide as you reach towards the ankles. Or maybe we bring the palms behind the thighs and begin to rock side to side, giving the low back a massage. You can take any other movements here. Maybe play with extending one leg, then the other. Inhale the knees to center. Exhale, release the left leg long. Inhale, bring the right knee tight to the chest. Exhale, spinal twist. Right knee falls to the left as you tee out the arms. And perhaps gaze to the right. Begin to wring out any final knots or tension in the back. Shoulders are heavy. Make sure they're not lifted. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the right leg long. Inhale, left knee tight. Exhale, spinal twist, left knee to the right. And maybe you gaze to the left. Check that the shoulders don't lift from the ground. Inhale, center, bring both knees back to the chest. Gently rock side to side. Take any final movements here that are calling to you. Begin to lift the forehead towards the knees. Thank your body for the work that is just done. Exhale, Shavasana. Final resting pose. Extend the legs out long. The hands can come long to the sides, palms face up. Or maybe you bring them to the belly. Find a soft gaze towards the ceiling. Or gently close the eyes as you're ready. I invite you to take a final body scan. Notice where any, if any, tension remains. And on your next exhale, side out, release and let it go. As you begin to breathe at your own pace, perhaps the tongue comes away from the roof of the mouth, releasing the jaw. And as the torso and legs become heavy on the mat, maybe the toes fall out towards the edges of the mat. Settle into this pose. This time is now yours. You can stay in Shavasana for however long you'd like. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.